there's no way I could have probably survived. It was too hard. It was just too hard for one gal to do. And it really did take away my life.
Welcome to Had to Ask, the show where the people you love to watch open up about the parts of their story you don't usually hear. I'm Melanie Sutrathada, and each week I sit down with the artists shaping culture today to talk about the roles that changed them, the moments that nearly broke them, and everything in between. Today, I'm joined by Robyn Hurder, one of Broadway's most electrifying performers. She earned a Tony nomination for originating Nini in Moulin Rouge the musical, brought her signature fire to Marcia Murphy in A Beautiful Noise, and most recently originated the role of Ivy Lynn in Smash on Broadway. Today, we talk about the long road to leading lady status, the pressure of finally getting the role that you've been working towards for decades, and her love for medieval times. Let's get into it.
Thanks for having me. I'm very excited for this.
Oh my gosh. First of all, let it be said that when Robyn walked in, I went, gasp? And I literally changed out of my outfit to match something more fun like Robyn, because, hello? Feet photos, Feet Finder. Actually, my feet do not belong on Feet Finder. Redacted. Redacted. Please blur them. Oh my gosh, you're very good. I feel like redacted. Take them out. I can't. Okay, so you have been one of my favorite performers for so long because you actually truly are a triple threat.
Thank you.
How?
I worked really hard my whole life. Yeah, I did. I mean, I started, obviously, dance is my first love. It's like what I started as. And, once I turned 16, I was like, I really want to be on Broadway. I think I really need to learn how to sing. So that's when I started taking voice lessons. And then I just, but a lot of the time I just kept listening to Broadway cast recordings and in different styles of music and training myself to sing. And then it was just experience through shows, just learning how to tell a story, whether it's with dialogue or dance or song. And here I am. I've just been working really, really hard
for a very long time.
And it is really hard. It's really hard to sing and dance at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. So it's hard to just walk sometimes. I'm just doing that.
Yeah. Every time I start getting ready for it, whether it's something in Smash or something in Chicago, I'm like in the wing and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Because it's just so hard and scary.
It's so hard and scary, but I also feel like, when I think about you, I don't think of an overnight success because it has been such a journey.
Yeah.
And I think of what an incredible, I think from the outside looking in, there have been so many full circle moments for you. I think of your first Broadway show was Damn Yankees. And that was when you were 11?
I was 11, yeah.
11 watching Damn Yankees and seeing Bebe Neuwirth.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2007, 13 years later, you are now on stage with Bebe Neuwirth.
Yeah, that was a wild moment. I've just been, what's also fun is this past week, I just did a reading of The New Yorkers that we did 9 years ago at New York City Center Encores. And Bebe wasn't in it back then, but she was cast as one of the roles for this reading. And I got to sit right next to her. And even though we know each other now, it's still crazy that I got to sit next to Bebe Neuwirth for a week and just watch her work and chat with her and all that stuff. But being in my dream show with her as Roxy, and the coolest thing ever, I have to tell a story too. We were, there's always a put-in for cell block. So back then I was Mona, I was Lipschitz, and we always are having a put-in or some sort of rehearsal for cell block before the show. And Bebe, a true ballerina, she's always on the edge of the stage doing a little ballet warm-up. And our Velma wasn't there. And she just walked over and sat in the chair and did it. And I'm just sitting here choking back tears. I'm like, what is my life? I mean, I know she's playing Roxy, but I'm like, this is what she won for. This is she's doing the monologue. It was the greatest. Anyway, yeah, lots of full circle moments with Miss Bebe Neuwirth.
When you first came into Chicago and Bebe Neuwirth was there, she was in the middle of her 8-week run and she actually called you Marilyn because she didn't know your name for 6 weeks.
Yeah, she definitely, because I was in these garter belts. It was in this little leotard and I had this big booth and a platinum blonde pony. And she just, if I passed her, she was like, "Hey, Marilyn." And I'm just like, I don't think she knows my name. And it wasn't until the whole story that I've told a million times, and I'll tell it again. The kids' night on Broadway, we had it for 2 nights, and she was like, "Well, if the cast has like a story of when they saw their first Broadway show, why don't you grab the mic and talk about it with the kids?" And so the first night I couldn't do it because I was too nervous, and the second night I was like, "Robyn Hurder, if you don't do this, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. You need to tell her on the Broadway stage in front of everybody." And I did. I said the whole story about just telling kids, like, you literally, like, if your dreams can come true. If you work hard, you can literally be on stage, with your idol. I'm here in the audience watching Damien. He's being like, "Mom, that's what I want to do when I grow up." And now she's right next to me. And she gave me the biggest hug. And, afterwards, she was like, "What you said really meant a lot to me." And I'm just like, "You're Bebe Neuwirth."
Valid.
Yeah.
I think it is so kismet, and also one of those things where when you're in the middle of it and when you're like 17 and you're going to a cattle call and getting sent home after doing a double, you're like, okay, is this ever going to happen for me?
Do you know about my first?
I've heard bits and pieces. Would you like to share?
Oh my God, real quick. So I was, of course, the show that made me want to do this. I saw it when I was 8 years old. I saw the touring production in Portland, Maine of Cats. And I was like, I'm going to do that. And that's when I really got into dance class. Still obsessed with cats, still obsessed. I'm 17 years old. I'm doing a community theater production of Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And I'm backstage at Portland Players. And I see this paper called Backstage. It was a newspaper.
Oh, what a time.
What a time. And so I opened it up and I see all these like open calls. And I see it's like Tuesday, February 17th, open call for Cats on Broadway. And I brought the paper home, showed my parents, and I was like, I need to go. They're like, okay. So we left after my dad got out of work, drove to New York, got in like midnight, literally it was at the Longacre Theater, which is crazy to do. So my first audition was on a Broadway stage.
That's unreal.
Unreal, right? I'm number 3 because I showed up at like 9 a.m. for a 10 a.m. call. I was in line. And I was number 3, and they said, say your name, do a double pirouette. And my double was fine. Was it perfect? Nah. And then I was cut. Like, just fully typed out, cut. My parents drove 5.5 hours from Maine. I felt so bad. I just remember walking out of that theater, bawling my eyes out, walking to the Howard Johnson's, which is now the Hampton Inn on 8th Avenue and 51st Street, and just sitting in the lobby because my parents went out. They went out to breakfast because they're like, well, she'll be there for a couple hours. No, I was cut within 30 seconds. And I was just sobbing in the lobby, feeling not about myself. I just felt so bad for my parents that I was like, I can't believe they did all this for me. And I didn't even get to really dance. But they, they're the best parents ever. And they were just like, you did it. Like, how many girls from Maine are going to be like, you know what, I'm going to go to Broadway and just try to audition at 17. So yeah, that was my story. I ended up getting there.
You got there.
A few years later.
You did. You did. And I think, we talk a lot about overnight successes, especially in the industry, because you see people, you only see like, oh, now Robyn at 24 is in Chicago and like, yay. But you don't think about all those little moments it took to get there and all the training, and that even when you're on stage and you've booked the thing, there's always this fear of like, what if it gets canceled? What if they fire you? I've been fired from jobs, luckily not theater jobs. I think that really would have broken my soul. But I've booked projects where I just got fired because before I even stepped on set, and I went, this hurts my feelings. This makes you feel like you're not good. And
Rejection,
why did you even try?
Yeah, honey, I know. It's just, but that's such a part of this business, though, is the rejection, and it's annoying to say it, but it does make you stronger. But those, it really does like fuel me. You know what I mean? Like I just had I'm not going to say the name of the show, but everyone's going to figure it out real fast. I just got a huge blow, like something I've wanted let's just say my entire life, and I didn't get it. And I'm like 97% okay now, but it's just one of those things that you're like, you just have to allow yourself to feel all the feelings, because if you try to bottle things up, that's when things go wrong. Talk about it if you need to talk about it with your people, with your circle. But in the end, I kind of turn it around to try to give myself fuel and kind of empower myself and think like, okay, this wasn't meant for me, but this is building something like the next thing that's going to happen for me. But it's rejection is necessary for success. I feel like, as hard as that is to swallow.
When you're in the middle of it, it feels like shit.
It's awful.
It's awful.
Oh, if you saw me like the past couple of weeks, my emotions about this one job, I was just like, because we care. And that's what's also beautiful, is that how lucky are we to have a passion that we care about so deeply that when it doesn't go our way, it's like the world is crumbling. To have that kind of love for something you do is really, really special. And not a lot of people have that.
I love that your passion really shines through. And I love that your parents saw it and were like, we're going to support her in this. Because I think a lot of performers move to New York with $5 in their pocket and like 2 suitcases. That was pretty much me. And you don't have the support of friends or family. They're just like, okay, well, don't come crying to us when this doesn't work out. Did you grow up with people who were like that, who like maybe wanted to pursue the same path, but just didn't have the support system in place?
I mean, it's so funny. Everyone that I grew up with, like in my age, there are some that are younger than me, but no one really. Everyone was very much a Maine homebody, and they would do like community theater and stuff like that. But I was really the one that just wouldn't stop yapping about, I'm going to be on Broadway. I mean, the way people tell me, they're like, you used to introduce yourself like, hi, I'm Robyn Hurder and I'm going to be on Broadway. Like, that's how irritating is that? Like, that I'm so annoying.
I would have been like,
ew, Robyn, like, just settle.
We love it though. I think it's a thing to like know what you want and be like, this is what we're doing. If I was your friend, I might have been like, this girl is insufferable. But also we love her.
Yeah. And I had such like, those who know as such a support system behind me with my friends from childhood. I mean, I have a best friend from 12 years old that's still just like, my biggest fan, and everyone has supported me so much. Everybody still, like from my dance school, they will come and see my shows. Like it's really, I do have a beautiful community from Maine that's always supporting me. And I feel like that's what always keeps you grounded and keeps you human. And I couldn't have done it without my amazing family, my brothers and my mom and my dad, but also like just my dance community, my high school community. Like it's been, I'm a very, very lucky girl, but I was really like, one of these things is not like the other. I was definitely that girl.
I love it. I just imagine you walking and being like, I'm going to be on Broadway. I'd have been like,
oh no, like when I was, what was it? My best friend Becky Tobia, she, I guess I was like 10 or 11. And she's like, Robyn, I thought you were the most annoying thing in the world because you would go on the playground and you would say, you want to see the highest leg kick in the world? And I go, whack!
Robyn!
I'm the most irritating. Oh, what a spaz. And then I get so annoyed with my son, Hudson. And then I'm like, oh my God, you're me. Like, just so extra. Whatever. He'll settle in eventually.
So I've heard that despite being the child of 2 incredible performers, he doesn't want to go into performing. Is that true still?
Yeah. No, I can tell. And he's so ridiculously unflexible. Like, it hurts my feeling. It's like bad, guys. It's like straighten your leg and he just can't. It's so sad. I'm like, I can't even watch you stretch. Okay. I'm like trying to show him and it's just painful. And he used to have these gorgeous feet when he was really younger, but because of soccer, it's now like they look like they're biscuits. Sorry.
I will say, as a performer who played soccer her whole life, one, feet are not cute. Don't look. Stop it. Stop it. Don't look at my feet, guys. Don't put them on Feet Finder. These will live here now. Stop it. But as someone who has played soccer their whole life, the amount of roles I've booked because I play soccer, even now, I booked a FIFA commercial earlier this year. I did get injured on set, so goodbye.
Wait,
it was rough.
You need to send me. I want to see it.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it. But it is funny that like certain things and certain skills come back around and help you. even if at the time I was like, why am I playing this thing? What am I doing? But now there is a all-female Ted Lasso coming out, and I'm like, get me in there.
You have to.
But my accent work, as you can tell, is so incredible from earlier that
right,
I don't know.
It's going to be across the way.
Yeah, my accent work is just embarrassing.
My accent work is embarrassing too.
I don't
feel
believe
bad.
you for 1 second. You're so good at everything, and it's
really
annoying.
bad. It's really
Give me
bad.
your best.
No,
we're doing it. Okay,
Nope.
so one of my favorite moments in like the meme world is when Ariana Grande is mocking when Ron got splinched. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait,
oh my
what?
God, no, this is Harry Potter. Am I too nerdy?
No, go ahead.
We're going to separate the art from the artist here. So I think it's like 5. Haley, mind your business over here.
Oh my God.
Our team understands me and is like, you're deranged. So Ron and Hermione and Harry are all they're like touching this like time turner thingies.
Yes.
And then they get pulled to another, it's not a time turner. They get pulled to another place. And because they get moved through time from one place to another and then a third, basically he gets like wildly injured in the process. And so this is such a side quest. Hermione's like, oh no, Ron got splinched.
Oh no, Ron got splinched. We're doing this. Oh no, Ron got splinched. I'm just being an asshole now. No.
This is so bad. Okay,
oh my God.
Maybe your accent work really is not that great either.
Because
no, it's
terrible. My manager is like, he's sending me in for like these legit TV things with like, it's British. He said British or even more Scottish. I literally wrote him recently. I was like, this is not my journey.
Oh,
I was like, it's not for me. You don't want to hear me do a Scottish accent, especially in front of Scottish people. I will be lit on fire and booted out the door.
Okay, do you have any special skills that people don't know about that you're proud of?
I did do for 18 months, the national tour of Starlight Express, and I still can actually roller skate. I can spin and stuff. I can edge. I can teach a person how to properly roller skate. Because a lot of people really don't understand the basic technique of how to actually get power and drive through a skate. But we're talking about quads here, not rollerblades. I mean, the other, I don't know. I always say my special skill is cooking. People know that. I really know how to host a party. I don't know if you know that. I do. But I don't know. I feel like I don't think about myself. I feel like there are special skills, but I don't really know. It's not like I don't play an instrument.
Oh, you only do a million other artistic things. It's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Fine. Somebody I talked with yesterday, I adore her to pieces. Her special skill on the bottom of her resume is pig calling. Do you want to do some pig calling with me?
I don't, how would you do it? Is it like a squeal or is it
so here, okay. Maria, if you're watching or listening to this, I know I'm not going to do you justice. I'm going to go away. And then the pigs call.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to start snorting.
Oh my God, no.
I thought it was like a pig sound. I was like, I'm so dumb sometimes. It's like, bitch, first of all, listen. I was about to be like, oink, oink. Like, oh, pig calling. Like,
oh my God. Well, what's funny is I saw it on her resume and I went, if this is on your resume, you better be prepared to bring this out. And I went, what is this? And I thought it was going to be like a, come on, like, oink, oink. I thought it was going to be the same thing. And then she went, and I went, what in the Sam hell has just happened to my life?
God.
I felt like I was pulled into an alternate dimension. And then it has happened again just now with your oink oinks to camera.
Oh my God.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Wow. No, I don't even know because everything's digital now. I have no idea. Like, I don't know what my resume says. I have nothing. I don't think there's
Who
a
is
special
looking at your resume at this point?
special skills. But my last one, when I like first did my resume, the last thing for a special skill, get this, it was smiling. So dumb.
No, but
I thought I was cute.
It is good.
It was like my 18, 19-year-old resume.
I love that. I think that's really pure. When I was 19, so I think when it was like a collective thing when we were going through like drama school, they were like, have a fun little special skill. So mine was dolphin calling.
Now we're going to
Oh my God.
whip it out. We're going to
I
hear
haven't
it.
done this in years. Okay. Okay, you know what dolphins sound like, right? They're like a high-pitched echolocation thing. I don't know if that's true. Fact check me.
They squeak. I can't. Please go. I can't wait.
Robyn,
I can't wait. I'm riveted. I'm gonna be my fans. I'm gonna be my fans. That's right. They do.
Oh my God!
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that, but that is. They're like flipper. Like I'm not gonna try it. I thought it was like, don't they squeak? Like I don't know. I can't even try.
Right?
It was it. That was it.
I mean, but it's like it's this. I almost feel like it's like this weird trill.
It is.
Oh
You did a really good job, especially for whipping it out after so many years.
With the pig calling in this, I think we need to go home.
Where is this going?
I don't know.
Maybe we're just getting warm.
I love it. I love this journey for us. So you've been involved in this industry for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what is when times get tough and you're like, this has been like, say, I don't know, after Smash closed and you're just like, what am I doing? Like, you know, you work so hard to get to a thing and then it's gone. Or even feeling recently, are there moments in the theatrical world that kind of bring you back of like, this experience changed me and I know that I belong here, even if right now it doesn't feel like it?
Yep. It actually, you know, I'm a huge believer in the universe and manifestation, law of attraction. Like it's been like my religion since like 2007 when I literally listened to The Secret and I was like, oh, I used to do this all the time when I was a kid. I was. And then it's a practice, but people are like, you are a master manifester. But it's all about like energy and love and because love is, I might sound woo-woo right now, but it really is the highest power. And if you can vibrate on that type of frequency, no matter what, you're like a magnet and the magnet like attracts like, and it's going to bring more of that to you. So there have been blows where, like, let's say, for instance, Smash, which was, it was kind of like we were all so blindsided. We're like, whoa, oh, okay, we're done in 2 weeks. And it was sad because then everybody came and they're like, why is this show closing? Because it was so funny and the choreography was just, we really, really loved it. And I definitely was sad that it was closing, but to be very honest, now that I've had a year to reflect and like perspective is everything, there's no way I could have probably survived. It was too hard. It was just too hard for one gal to do. And it really did take away my like life. Like I was so tired. I never had enough time to recover. I couldn't really be there for my son or be present for my husband. And I was like, this isn't actually like living for me because it's just work was taking over my life. But and also just the way the season turned out, I really was down. I was really like, why did that happen? And now it's over. And like within the day the show got its notice, I get a call from a Gunquit Playhouse. And I had already known that my best friend, Max Clayton, had been cast in High Society, and they were offering me the role opposite him. And Maine, my home, Max, my best friend, I was like, the universe is like, here you go. This is going to bring, because sometimes so many times I'm like, I quit. I'm quitting.
Yeah,
I'm just quitting. I'm just
quitting. I quit twice a year.
I know. I just quit like 3 weeks ago. I did. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And then something happens, like a weird, amazing show like High Society, it was like sleepaway musical theater camp with the coolest group of people ever. And I was like, this is what I wanted. Like, I don't need to kill myself and like have that fear of like, oh my God, I have to do a 3-minute dance break and then scream an E or be thrown around by men and then have to belt a D or stand in a really tight dress and try to just sing Don't Forget Me every night. And I'm just the fear in my body. I went on stage and had fun again in High Society, and it was almost like a play. So I got to exercise a new muscle where I almost had to do a mid-Atlantic accent
Mm-hmm. What might that sound
I'm not
like?
even going to try. It was really.
You've already heard me do my dolphin noise.
Nah,
so like, hello?
it was literally like a play with some Cole Porter music to it. Anyway, so that kind of like just kind of revived me, and then I went back into Chicago, which is such a gift that will hopefully keep on giving whenever I need something, because I'll never ever get sick of that show. But then even like just recently when this show happened, or the show didn't happen, the one that I wanted so bad, and then I find out we're doing this reading of the New Yorkers that, I mean, fingers crossed, it's always like, we're going to Broadway, and who knows, like Bebe Neuwirth just said this week, which made me laugh. She's like, I'll believe it when I see the closing notice. Which I love it. I love it. She's old school.
She's perfect.
But yeah. And funny enough, my role in that show is Lola McGee, sitting next to Lola. It was, you know what I mean? And this show, like all of us, we were just like, we don't want it to end. It's the kind of show I'm like, I would do this forever. I would never leave, because the role is so stupid in the best way. It's so fun. She's such an idiot, and my husband's in it randomly. Like he has a part in it, and it's just like that. I woke up, this weekend and just being like, life's great, and I'm like, good. I'm like so content, just and excited of like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel that something's going to happen, and I'm not picky, but I think the universe is listening to what I want, and it's going to deliver. I'm just it's always when I throw my hands up and I'm like, take the wheel, and it always works out. I don't know. That was a very long-winded answer. Did it make sense?
It absolutely made sense.
But yeah, it's always like when you get that blow, it's like I crash and I get angry and I cry and I get sad and I say all the things I want to say and I feel all the things, and I give myself like 24 to 36 hours to be just a bitch and angry, and I say whatever I want, and then I'm like, snap out of it and let's go back to work. I'm like, it's not, and it's really, I've been doing that, for almost a decade now, when things don't, because I've had a lot of blows that have hurt a lot. And I just have to allow myself to let out all those feelings. And then I'm like, all right, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Like it really is. And then something magical happens. It could be small, but it changes everything. So
I think being a performer, we go from one windfall to the next, but the thing is, you don't know if there's going to be another windfall or if this is it. And I have to ask myself, well, if there was something else that you were doing, would the lows and highs all be worth it? Because when you are working on a show, or when you're doing something and you're on set and you're like, this is the best thing, like I've worked so hard for this thing. And then when it doesn't work or things change, like, for example, I booked this incredible soccer commercial that for me was like, this is the pinnacle of 15 plus years being on a field and lacing up my boots and doing all the things and doing all the sprints. And
yeah,
I was like, this is it. Like, it's enough to pay 4 or 5 years rent in one day.
That national commercial.
Oh, that national commercial money.
That's what we all want.
It really is. And so I booked it, and it was the easiest thing for me to book because they had looked at my reel and they had looked at my soccer clips, and they're like, great. 5 minutes before camera rolled, I got injured. I was off my feet for 2 months. And there went that. The cameras were never on. I didn't make a single dollar outside of my day rate. And I was devastated. I think there is something to be said for getting the thing you want and then having it not be what you expected.
Oh my God. This is so interesting, because that's what I've been now from Smash, like, it's like, I've never wanted to just be like, boom, she's a star. I never wanted that. I am a Capricorn. I am a goat. I'm a climber. Yes.
Yes, Capricorn.
And I wanted to feel all of it. I wanted to work my way up through the ensemble, covering, maybe doing a role regionally, understudy on Broadway, originating a role on Broadway. But my goal is like, I want to star on Broadway and I want to win a Tony. And it's interesting getting this opportunity in Smash. And don't get me wrong, everything about putting Smash up was so glorious. Every single member of the team, every single cast, it was so wonderful. And everyone treated everyone so beautifully. But it's incredible that I'm doing the show, like we open and everything, and now I'm looking back at it and I'm like, I don't want to ever do that again. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be the star. I don't want to have that pressure. I don't want to have opening up in the spring season and doing all the interviews and doing all that. I'm like, I don't think my soul is cut out for it. And also the terror and the fear my body went through, waking up every morning going, I'm like, oh my God, is it there? Is it there? And like trying to belt in the shower. And I'm like, oh my God, it's not there. That's not me. And the fact that it was starting to change me into this person that I'm like, this isn't organically you. I'm like, all I need to do is, I don't have to sing above a C or a D. And wear a sexy dress, maybe do a high kick one turn. You know what I mean?
Just one.
Just like a Shanae.
Hey.
But that's what I'm like, that's not what I thought it was going to be for me. And this is what I've been squawking about. I'm going to be a star. And I'm like, I don't want that. I think I can be a star in a different way. But just agreeing with you that it's like sometimes things the experience is not what you thought it was, how it was going to turn out or how it was going to be or how it's going to make you feel. But it's all happening for a reason. And it's all as shitty as some things can be. It's just interesting perspective, and looking back and reflecting, I'm just like, wow, I am very happy that I'm not in that place anymore.
That is so powerful. And I think perspective really is everything, because I'm still kind of in that lull place of like, I just got back on my feet maybe like a month ago. So we're performers. And so much of who I am is tied in with what I can do.
Well, and an injury, knock on wood, that for an athlete, a dancer, it's like, it can take this down. Like it can take your soul down. I mean, I'm even dealing with my back is so messed up from years of wear and tear, obviously. I like to bend back, and
that's kind of your thing. They're like, we need someone who can do what? Bring in Robyn.
And then but now it's like, she probably needs maybe a disc insert of the L5S1. But I wouldn't be able, like the way it is right now, like, I don't think I'd be able to really dance. Yeah. I think once getting back into a show and I start moving around, but I'm just like, my hamstring, my back, things that are just like old injuries. And it can really, when I really think about it, because I have something coming up, and I have to be able to dance for it. It's just like a one-night concert, but I'm just like, you start getting nervous, and it's just like, it really is. It's such a huge part of your identity. And when you deal with an injury like that, it can really your mental health can also go. And
I've been having lots of conversations with people recently about, this is such a big part of who I am, and without this, who am I? And I think, as not only as dancers, but also as women in this industry, we're not 21 years old anymore. Honestly, I don't really want to be 21. I was a mess. I also, at my age now, I just did dolphin calls on a couch. So maybe I'm still a bit of a mess. Thank you.
It is just a number, but it's also it's, yeah. I wouldn't mind being 34 for the rest of my life. I'm 10 years older, but definitely not 21. But I could be 34 forever.
I think that's a perfect age.
It really is.
You know all the things. You know enough to avoid some things and to not date toxic men, but not enough to be like, I'm not going to go out until 2 a.m. Just why not?
Right. Yeah. No.
I feel like you have some stories.
Yeah. You could look at the scars on my legs and be like, I could tell you a story about each one. And a lot of them, the majority of them are with Max Clayton. And I've actually named them after bars. Where's Haswell's? It's like that one.
Oh, Haswell.
Almost.
What happened at Haswell's?
I almost fell. Oh my God. I almost fell. I almost fell off the second story, which isn't even a thing now. They closed it probably because of me.
Because of you, Robyn.
Oh, man. It was right after we saw King Kong, and I just went in after that. I mean, what a moment. What a moment. I
The
was like,
work in King Kong, unreal. The puppetry.
it was insane. It was insane, especially after a couple martinis. I was like, wow, that's a big monkey. And then I was like, but what's going on? And I was like, these guys are they're working so hard and they're in the dark. You know what I mean? I was like, even on the ship, like the choreography, I was like, this is fierce and we can't see them. They're in the dark. Oh, so weird.
So I want to understand. You're at Haswell's. You're a few martinis steep.
Well, they're playing live music, and I thought I could crawl on the table on the catwalk. And then Jackie Arnold, she's like, Max, go get Robyn. And Max is like, Robyn, you gotta get down. And then it wasn't even at Haswell's. It was like up in his apartment. Like we were walking up because I was sleeping over, and just fell up the classic fall up the stairs and just kind of put a dent in my knee that scarred.
The fact that I've seen you in Moulin Rouge so many times as Nini doing the most insane things, getting thrown around and kicking your face, wearing like no clothing in like the teensiest tiny corset. Body is tea, by the way. Great job.
Oh,
Great job. Good job. Great job. But you can do all those things, but you fall going up the stairs. Robyn.
I'm really clumsy. Like I'm really clumsy. It's like astonishing how many times in heels I'll like hit the ball of my feet and trip forward. It happens all the time. Like I used to do it all the time in Beautiful Noise with Will Swenson, and he would make fun of me. So I would walk and I'd be like trying to be like, it's like middle Marsha, and I'm just like in the 70s and I'm like trying to be all sexy, and I like run and I'm like gung, 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 gung. And it happened all the time. I'm like, pick your feet up when you walk. You dance.
And you can't even blame the skinny jeans for that.
No.
That was just
no,
you.
it was dumb.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for your knees.
It's all right. They're still kicking.
We're still kicking. You were ridiculous and so funny. And I feel like everyone I've talked to about you is like, Robyn's incredible. You have to meet her.
Aww.
I remember before I even saw Moulin Rouge, I had seen you in Ricky's, like his videos backstage right before
Ricky
he went
Live,
off.
yeah.
The Ricky Lives. And
yeah.
y'all would just be doing some ridiculous things. And I went, what are Ricky and Robyn going to be doing today?
I know. I miss those days. And he's back in the show right now. Yeah.
Would you ever, I call it tavating. Would you ever tavate your way back in?
Yeah. A lot of people, but now that it's closing, people are like,
Robyn, get in there.
Are you going to close it? And no, absolutely not. No, Sam is there to stay. And honestly, when I left, and I had such everyone knows I had to leave prematurely because I was pregnant. I had a miscarriage, and talk about what is happening because you're kind of forced out of the job. And my producers, the producers of Moulin Rouge, are so wonderful. Bill and Carmen, they are extraordinary human beings. And they just really took care of me. But being on stage, it's so surreal. Nobody knew. I mean, everyone just kind of thought Robyn's dead. Like she just needs to leave the show because she's hurting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I played it. I just needed to like take time. That send off and that closing night I don't think anything could ever touch that moment. What I felt like, the love from everyone. And it was just right after we did the reboot, like we came back from the pandemic. That it's just like, I think that door officially like shut, and I'm so happy to let everyone play. And I'm very proud. Every time I go back to see the show, I'm just so proud of what we created. And I'm happy. I'm happy to just be like, I did it, and now everyone else can do it. Even though I do like the relationship with Ricky and I, it's just, what a blessing, because it could be a train wreck. It's such an intimate pairing. You know what I mean? It's intimate. And to feel safe and feel like, not like with my brother, but like he's such a best bud. And we just are the same work ethic. And it's just my experience at Moulin Rouge would never have been as amazing as it was if it wasn't for Ricky. I mean, he took care of me. Like he's an amazing, and everybody knows that too. Like you can see it through his lives. Like he's just the best guy.
Mm. What I find is that the key to a long career is, of course, the talent and taking care of your instrument, but really surrounding yourself with a community of people who, if you need to leave for whatever reason, no one's going to question it. They're going to be like, well, we are going to send you off with like every good ounce of energy that we can. I find that you have really been in so many rooms where people lift you up. And I think we need more of that now more than ever.
Yeah, I mean, but it starts with and again, it's like energy. It's like I go into a room, like let's say I'm doing a leading role or whatever. I walk into the room always as an ensemblist because that's where I began. That's my core. But you are and I've always been a leader since like I was a kindergartner on the playground. I've always taken kids under my wing and I'm like, I'm going to take care of you. And I think it really starts with that. I mean, you treat people with respect and you are their cheerleader and you're going to champion them there. It's going to come back to you. And I've just been very, very fortunate to, surround myself with really awesome people as friends and coworkers and everything.
What do you think is the key to a very long career?
Oh my God, I have so many. I think what it really is, and this sounds basic, but it's really always remembering who you are and try to not be someone else. And I know that sounds so basic, but it really is. I felt like when I was younger, like for instance, after I did the national tour of Chorus Line and I was a 28-year-old Cassie. Now I'm saying this about myself. Like I felt like I was a fraud. I should have been playing Val. That was what I was, that was at the time, 27, 28. But they were like, you can sing and dance and act it and we want you to do it. And I just felt like a fraud like the whole time. And thank God City Center came along 10 years later and I got to like, for myself, redeem how I felt about the role. And I actually felt like I did it justice for me, not for anybody else. It was my own demons inside that was like, that was so fake because you don't know who that woman is. Anyway, after that, I finished the tour. I just went to this place where I thought, I was like, well, I'm a leading actress and I'm not going to go in for the stuff I used to go in for, like the Martys and all the dumb, funny blondes. And after that, and I mean, talk about a crash and burn at every audition, getting cut, no callbacks, nothing for 3 years. And then I had done workshops of Nice Work If You Can Get It, like with Kathleen years prior. And it came back around. I was going to Broadway and I was the only one from the cast, like from the original workshops. And she was let's just say not the most intelligent blonde floozy from the 1920s. And it was the best time and it just really changed my life. It was the first role I originated on Broadway. My husband was in the show with me. That's when we got pregnant. I mean, he got on the town from that. It's like that whole, and because I just literally released it and I was like, Robyn, just, you know who you are and stop trying to be someone that you're not maybe right now. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're trying to be too grown up and like, let's just do what's right for you right now. So sorry, I talk forever.
I love it. No, please.
But it's also, I feel like the term self-care is a little bit overused now. But it's when I talk about self-care, I'm like, go touch grass, go run in the ocean in the middle of the night, like actually like living, like sorry, I'm so scattered because I have so many things to say about this because it's like you have to make sure you're a normal person and you have to live your life and don't let this industry dominate and don't let it define you. Lately, because it's been the spring opening season, I go to these events and people are like, so what are you working on? What's next? What's next? And it's been, Broadway problems, Robyn, sounds gross, but I'm like, this has been the first time I've had like a break, which I need and want. I've turned a lot of stuff down because I'm like, I need to be a mother for my son. It's been a solid 7 years and daddy needs to go away and I'll be my soccer son Uber driver. But everyone's like, well, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I'm a mom. And then, but a lot of people are like, oh, good for you. And I'm like, you don't understand. It's the best job and it's the hardest job and it's the freest job, but the most rewarding job. And it's all that really matters. Nothing matters except for family. So anyway, it's just basically just remaining human and not getting so wrapped up in your career or in, you know what, but I'm speaking for myself. We are not textbooks. It's not carbon copies. I am who I am. And I realize when really great things start happening for me is when I'm doing the things I love. That's not necessarily show business or musical theater. It's going for a bike ride with my family. It's going for a hike. It's cooking food. It's drinking glass after glass of wine with my husband, talking till 4 a.m. It's stuff like that I feel like keeps your battery going. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like,
I really do.
For me, I'm the worst musical theater person ever. For me, it's not like drowning myself and seeing show after show after show. And some people, that totally services them and fuels them. It doesn't for me. I need to be like, make pretend I'm back home in Maine. But I've got two complete opposite sides. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like I just did an Instagram story because I'm still laughing about yesterday. I had this bear in my yard. It was wild, guys. I was like, holy shit, that is a big bear. Still don't know if she's pregnant or not. She's probably not. They have babies in the winter. Anyway, I like to make pretend.
I like it.
But I like how it's like, am I going to be a midwife? What am I talking about? It's a bear.
I don't know, but I like it.
She was massive. Anyway, and it's just like, I'm like, just drinking margs in my pajamas with the sun hat. And I'm like, there's a bear doing this whole thing all night. And then I'm like walking down the street, like with a lash and some, in a dress, just being like, and now I'm in New York City about an interview. I'm like, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, I need both to actually survive. I can't live without the showbiz because I basically like, all I want to do is sing and dance on stage. I wish I didn't have to do anything else except for this. I love this. I do. No. I wouldn't have done it but I, you know what I mean? I need both sides or else I'm not happy.
Yeah. I think there is this interesting pressure that I think a lot of artists we put on ourselves of if your whole life isn't the art, then you don't want it bad enough. And I think there could not be a bigger misconception and like lie we tell ourselves. Because I feel like every time I have a lot of interest. You have a lot of interest.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things that are not applicable to being a performer. And I go, okay, well, are those things wastes of time? Because if I only have this X amount of time to be seen as this sort of ingenue leading lady, whatever that is, any time that is not dedicated to that is a waste of time. And
that's gross.
Ew.
That's
it's
gross.
gross. And I find myself saying that and go, ew.
You're like, okay, maybe I don't want to do. Listen, take class, study, do what you all need to do. But I'm like, if you're like, you know what, it's a beautiful day and that's my favorite coffee shop and I just want to go have a New York moment and I want to like grab a croissant and a coffee and walk to Tiffany's and make pretend I'm Audrey Hepburn because that sparks joy, fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like that's to me, because you're giving, you have to find the joy. Joy equals love. And love is, again, it's the strongest power in our universe. And it really does conquer all. And you have to find that every day. You have to find the love. You have to find the joy because it will keep coming back to you. Just saying.
I think if you're looking for the light, you'll find it. Similarly to if you're looking for the dark, you'll find it. And
absolutely.
Right now in the world, there is a lot of dark.
So much dark.
But there is also so much good.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to look for it.
Absolutely. Especially like with, social media and it's so bad. Like what is happening to our world? It's so bad that I'm just like, you know what? That's why I make my they're not stupid. They're just silly, fun home videos. Because I'm like, maybe my favorite thing to do is to make people happy. I want to see a smile. I want to see you laugh. I want to just be smiling and happy. And that's why I do these, like, keeping the social media light, and I'm just posting bear videos and music videos with my son.
And I respect that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, maybe I can make like a tiny little difference in the social media world that we're all, sadly sucked into, but it's also, I think, necessary, and, trying to do my part to bring a little joy.
You absolutely are bringing joy and light. Like everything you do, I feel like that's been one of the through lines of your career is like you're following the joy. And I think we need that now more than ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm only, and as you get older, it's like, we're talking about, like, I want to be back at 34, but it's like, it is really also like a beautiful thing to grow up. And I'm changing. I can feel myself changing the past few years. And as you get older, it's amazing how much you really realize what is truly important. And it's finding happiness and making the most of every day. We've had too many people pass away unexpectedly, and you really do need to hold on to today. I mean, every day you should wake up and be like, today is going to be a good day, because we don't know if we have tomorrow. And I know that's also an overused saying, but I really do feel it every day that I'm like, the goal is to wake up, be happy, do something that makes you happy at least once. And you might have a bad day, and that's okay, but try to find something, whatever that is, to like just spark a little joy, because it does make a difference.
I think the goal is, at the end of your life, like, I want to look back at all the good things and not go, oh, look at, I'm not going to be thinking, why did I spend so much time on these self-tapes? Or like, why didn't I book these things? I think I'm going to think of like paddleboarding, or
absolutely
like spending time with all of my friends, or like the year that I threw a potato party for my birthday. And
that's fierce.
It was so good.
Oh, wait, that's amazing.
It was incredible. I gave everyone these little potatoes to take home. It was very cute. Also,
did you eat potatoes?
Oh, we had like 10 different types of potatoes. So like, those are the things that I'll remember.
Like the mashed potato bar and stuff like that, like with different toppings?
I don't know if there were mashed potatoes. Were there mashed potatoes? There weren't? Damn it.
Listen, sorry. Great idea. One of my friends who got married years ago, she had a mashed potato bar at her wedding. The mashed potatoes were in a martini glass.
Oh my gosh,
and then you just could put toppings on it. It was the best.
I had a baked potato bar, which was close. Like, I baked all of them ahead of time, and then we had multiple types of French fries. Yeah.
Robyn.
You are cordially invited to next year's party. I think it's going to be at Medieval Times. I would like to cordially invite you to my glamorous Medieval Times birthday.
I love Medieval Times.
Why do we not go as a society to Medieval Times more?
I love it so much.
What's your favorite part about Medieval Times?
Okay, well, listen. So the first time I went, this was hilarious. My first birthday with Clyde, we've been together for like 22 or 23 years. My first birthday, I was in Canada meeting all his family. And for my birthday, they're like, we're taking you to Medieval Times. And I was like, work. Okay. And back then it was like 23 years ago. I don't remember all the flying birds. The falcons were crazy. And also like just the white horses fully doing an adage. I was like, you guys are dancing. It was, but also, I mean, it has the talent, because I took my son for his 12th birthday. In Jersey.
I did not know that.
Oh,
The one. That's the closest one. And so I kind of wanted to rent a party bus, and we all go to Medieval Times.
And the food is good. That chicken,
so good. Double fisting with the paper crown on.
Yes. I love it. But I'm also like, people know that I'm like also a Ren Fair nerd. Like nerd burglar. Like, I love it. It's so fun.
If I had never met you, and I just seen you on stage, I'd be like, this girl is like, I just imagine you like dripped on a chaise covered in diamonds.
I mean, that is a sigh, but I am a full scrap wagon. Like, I'm a tomboy. But I love scrappy. Just see pictures of me as a kid. I'm like,
I would like
girl,
to see
you
those.
homeless? Like,
that's so funny.
Like, rough. But that's baby girl of two older brothers.
I mean,
I was really trying to keep up.
You were doing the dang thing, and now look at you.
It's so funny when I tell people, they're like, "Oh, I have two older brothers." They're like, "Yeah, That explains
This tracks. Yeah, that feels
tracks.
right. I'm one of four, but I have an older brother, younger sister. And so there are certain things that are very niche about me that people are like, I don't understand. One of my hidden things is I am obsessed with professional wrestling.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so like my first crush was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And my older brother gave me one of the wrestling trading cards of him. I cut out Dwayne's photo and I put it in a locket that I wore.
This is incredible.
And I still am obsessed and I watch it every Monday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do. And I almost got a hosting gig with them. And I was like, but I think I wanted it too much. I think they could feel my desperation because I would have been around them. And I was
Well, maybe it'll come back around.
I don't know. But I was
Keep
like,
putting
if
it
I'm
out there.
around them, then I'm also in proximity and then we can get married and fall in love.
This
Is
is
that too
so
much?
interesting. No,
Thank
it's
you.
not. Nothing's ever too much with me, but it's so fun it's like never would I think you're like
I'm
professional wrestling.
into it. Like so into
Monday
it.
Night Raw?
Yeah,
No,
Monday Night Raw.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. We just had WrestleMania 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, you
Mind your
are fully,
business,
this is
Robyn.
amazing.
I mean, have you seen the men who are currently in the WWE?
No.
There's one, oh gosh,
Okay.
there's one man. His name is Roman Reigns, also known as the OTC, the original tribal chief. He looks like a real life Aquaman. He's so fine.
Oh my God.
Sweet baby Jesus, he is so fine.
This is fascinating to me.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right.
On that note, before we wrap this, I just had to let you know. I mean,
I love learning about you. This is awesome. Dolphin
were meant
squeals.
to be.
I know.
yeah, I think sometimes you just find people and you're like, these are my people. They're a little bit weird, but
Who wants a normal person?
I know. But I think the thing about us is we look pretty normal from the outside.
Totally.
Yeah. And then I find out about the Ren Fair of you and I'm like, interesting. I like it.
It's everything. Please join on Labor Day. It's the Monday. It's the only Monday they're open. It's Labor Day. We've been going for 8 years.
Well, so my birthday is September 4th, which is almost
That's
always
Labor Day
Day
this year.
weekend.
I think I might go as like a siren this year. I might like full on mermaid it a little bit.
If this does not happen,
I'm always
gonna
a
be
Viking
disappointed.
thing.
I mean, a Viking makes so much sense.
I'm always in the corset. I just like
you need to stop at the corsets.
I know. Well, I was like a gypsy thing one year,
Ooh,
but no, I
not-
think I want to go like siren.
I need to see photos. I don't think I've ever seen your Run Fair side.
It's not even photos. I've made feature films of recapping. I mean, I have them of Hudson when he's like this big and he's getting knighted by the queen and he bows down. He's got his little knight outfit on. It's so much fun because everyone's happy and you don't know if they're working at the Ren Fair or they're just in character because they will lock in like people. And there's this enchanted forest and you'll like be walking down and then all of a sudden like you'll feel like a think and it's like a little blue gem and you look up and there's a fucking fairy and she's like she's doing all these like things and trying to talk to you and I'm like, huh? But yeah, they'll like throw gems and they're like
want a gem.
and they'll crawl around, they'll go around a tree and look, it'll be like there's another fairy. It's amazing. It's so fun.
Okay.
People are committed.
I need to go to there.
You do. Labor Day.
Labor Day. Okay,
And it happens to be 12 minutes from my house in Tuxedo.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that needs to happen. Okay, before we leave.
I know. Wow. We could keep going.
I mean, I do want to continue this, but I feel like I need to go look at Ren Fair things now,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
You do.
So you've had such a long, incredible career, and I do feel like it's not over. There's so much left. There's so much to like the lore of Robyn to continue. If you could talk to 17-year-old self, your 17-year-old self who had just been cut after doing a double pirouette, walking back slowly to the hotel and crying, if you could look back at her now, what would you say?
It's so funny you asked that because when I was this is kind of a tangent, but it does make sense. When I was doing a photo shoot before Smash started, it was in so-and-so's, the new little like club that's on like 52nd and 8th.
Oh,
It's like a little speakeasy.
I don't like to be anywhere after 10 p.m.
Got
There's
it.
no reason for me to be
Totally.
out.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm getting changed for this photo shoot. And then I realized where I was. And I was like, the bathroom was in the lobby. And I was like, it's been renovated, but I'm like, this is the lobby of the Howard Johnsons. And I'm looking at, they're different chairs, obviously. And I'm like, I sat there and I bawled my eyes out. And now you're about to star as Marilyn Monroe on Broadway. Like you've wanted to play this woman. She's been such a part of your career. Like you've put a little bit of her into every role you play. And now you're actually playing her and you're starring in a Broadway musical. And I had that moment and I just started crying. And they're like, your makeup. And I'm like, I did it. So for me, I would not change one thing about what I've done, to get to where I am, because I worked my ass off. I never expected anything to be, given to me. I knew it was going to take hard work. I chose to do certain things in the way I wanted to do them and when I wanted to do them. And I literally would just tell myself, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change. And just keep true to yourself. You're on the right path. I love how my career has gone. And I'm excited. And this is the first time I'm like, I have no idea what's next. I really don't. I don't have anything coming up. There's little things like a concert here or there, but I don't have anything. And I kind of love it. I don't know. And I feel like that's kind of the best place to be. I'm not stressed out. I love being home. I love being fully present for my son. I love that Clyde is off doing Schmigadoon and he's doing that show is hilarious.
It's so good.
And like, he hasn't been able to just go away and do the thing for a second. And life is so good right now. I'm so content. I'm so happy and cozy. And I'm really, truly excited, even though I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm very excited about it.
What a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Yeah, I know. It's healthy to be in that place. I don't know. I just feel like it's all going to be okay. And I always say, I'm not hungry. I'm not famished. I don't need it right now. Maybe in a couple months, I'll be like, okay. I got to do something. But right now I'm happy to wait for the right thing I'm going to feel like, okay, this is enough to take me away from my son. You know what I mean? Or like because it is a huge sacrifice. Being a mom and like I live far away and it's like, it's got to be really, really worth it. And I'll know when that opportunity comes. I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is why I didn't get that job, because I was supposed to get this.
Robyn, girl, oh my gosh. What's funny is I feel like there have been so many instances where I was like, I almost met you, or like people are like, have you met Robyn yet? You need to ask her. You like, there have been so many times that. And I feel like this is how we were supposed to meet.
It's good.
I love this.
My face hurts. That's so good when your face hurts from smiling. Like true smiles.
Yeah.
Soul smiles.
So I'm going to go and work on my accents. You go work on your dolphin calls and we will re-meet either at Medieval Times or the Ren Fair.
I'm so excited.
Also go watch WWE. Let me know what you need.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Robyn, I love you.
I
You're
love
amazing.
you. Oh my gosh.
This has been Had to Ask. I'm sorry for the dolphin calls. I'm sorry for your ears, but also I'm not sorry.
No.
Robyn, be Robyn Hurder, everybody. We're obsessed.
I love you all. Thanks for having me.
You're incredible.
You're incredible.
This is so fun.
We could have talked for 3 hours.
You've been listening to Had to Ask, executive produced by Joseph Loper and me, Melanie Sutrathada. Filmed on location at the beautiful Thompson Central Park in New York City. If you loved this episode, make sure to follow, subscribe, and leave a rating. It helps the show grow and gets us one step closer to world domination.